Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another Minecraft video, and in this one I have got some very exciting news indeed. Today is the first Hermitcraft episode that is being recorded from the new studio. Now I apologise if the audio quality isn't exactly what it normally is. It might be a tiny bit more echoey, and that's because I'm currently in the process of working out my soundproofing solution and trying to get everything like that set up. But for the time being, it sounds pretty good, doesn't it? We're here, we are in the new studio. This is going to be the new place where I'm going to be recording all of my videos, and I am extremely excited. I mean, you guys saw in the video, you guys saw the original tour. This studio is just, it's so lovely. It's such a nice place to be. We've got gorgeous furniture everywhere. It's nice and big and airy. We've got a nice large office to record in. I've got plenty of space. I can stand up and I can swing my arms around without hitting anything, which is like, that's a huge bonus. And I don't have an annoying chandelier that hangs down that I smash my head on every single time I get out of my chair. I mean, this place is just perfect. It is absolutely perfect, and I'm over the moon. But unfortunately, moving house is quite difficult. Moving house is very difficult. I'd never really done it before, but just there's so much that needs to be done. There's so much furniture that needs to be moved. I mean, I don't have too much stuff, and I have been busy, like seriously busy, just trying to get everything over into the new place. And because I'm really cheap, I didn't rent a van, so I've been like moving it in my car. It's been quite a stressful past couple days. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a slightly more chilled out Hermitcraft episode today. We're going to do a little bit of mining. We're going to try and get as much resources as possible, and it should be really good fun. Oh, but first things first, I was literally just flying around. I thought I'd try and see if I could find myself. I want to kill you. I want to kill you, Cub fan. You're not funny anymore. It's so unfair. So unfair. That must just be one that I missed from the other day. Oh. The only thing that I will say is that construction work seems to be going on just across the way from the studio. There's hammering. There's drilling. So as you guys know, the other day I built this thing right here, and then since then I haven't really used it too much. I mean, we haven't done any mining so far, so I thought I would change that in today's Hermitcraft episode. I am going to do a massive mining session. I want to clear out all of these. I want to go down through all of the strips and try my best to get as many diamonds as possible. Now, I have no clue how many diamonds I'm going to get, but I want you to suggest down in the comment section how many you think I'm going to get during this mining session, and while I do it, I'm also going to try my best to answer all of your questions. This should be good fun. So, I have taken to Twitter and I have asked you guys to ask me questions that you want the answers to, essentially, and straight away, the tweet's only been out for around about maybe 20-30 minutes. I have had about 400 questions asked already, which is a lot. Okay, that is a lot to sort through, so I'm kind of just going to look through and I'm going to take a look at what questions kind of pique my interest and the things that I feel would work well, things that I haven't really answered before on the YouTube channel, and just anything that I see frequently popping up in the entire list. So, question number 1 is from Arian Ovzo. I apologize, okay, if I say anyone's name incorrectly. Unfortunately, you guys, some of you have crazy names, and I'm probably going to say them wrong, but they have asked, how long does an average Hermitcraft episode take to make? Now, that's actually something that I've kind of covered in a video before. I did like a Hermitcraft behind the scenes video, and it was really fun to create. But to be honest, it really does depend. For example, this Hermitcraft episode right here, obviously I did about 2.5, maybe 2 3/4 hours worth of mining, and now I'm doing the Q&A session, which is probably going to take about 1.5 hours, and the bits in between, and then all of the editing and the uploading. This one right here, which is a relatively low effort episode of Hermitcraft, is probably going to take in the region of maybe 6 to 7 hours. Whereas the average Hermitcraft episode in total, if you were to add everything up, would probably take between 10 and 14 hours. I would say that's probably like a decent estimate for how long it takes me to create my Hermitcraft episodes. Some people are going to be different. Some people won't take as much time. Some people might take more time, because I know that some of the hermits work incredibly hard on their episodes. But yeah, that's kind of what the average Hermitcraft episode looks like in terms of time invested. Daniel Criffer has asked, what was your first idea when you first started doing YouTube? To be honest with you, I got into YouTube doing Call of Duty videos, funnily enough. That was what I wanted to do. I used to watch people like Optic. FaZe was kind of becoming a thing, but it wasn't really a thing just yet. And I wanted to do stuff like that, and I wanted to make Call of Duty edits and things. And the channels do still exist. You can go back and watch them. We used to make montages. And then eventually I think I did like 3 commentaries. And yeah, they're actually alright. I've said in the past that I'm actually quite proud of these YouTube videos. They ended up being pretty good, and that kind of taught me the basics of editing, which I then carried through into the Mumbo Jumbo channel, and then obviously I carried it through into actual filming and things, because I'd done filming in the past, so it was kind of interchangeable. But that taught me the basics of After Effects, and it's why I still, to this day, edit my Minecraft videos in After Effects, which I know is incredibly daft. I use Premiere Pro for everything else, but Minecraft is still done in After Effects, which is completely ridiculous. Donatosai, I don't know how to say your name, but they have asked, what are your plans for your vlogging channel / career? That's quite a big question. In terms of the vlogging channel, probably just going to keep developing it how I have been. I'm kind of moving with what I want to do. So at the start I was doing very basic vlogs, like the standard, hey, this is what we're doing today. That was really good fun, and then I got into the slightly more cinematic side of things with the Mavic Pro videos, and then I got into like the documentary side of things, and I've been doing more of those sorts of videos lately, and they're awesome, they're so much fun, and that's kind of what I want to focus on. So I think it's going to take a more, I guess, documentary style approach and a slightly more cinematic approach, and I'm basically going to put like lots and lots of time, and I'm trying to make those videos as good as possible. So I'm not really sticking to a schedule on that channel, so occasionally, like right now, I think the last video I uploaded was like 1.5 weeks ago. It's not going to be like daily content, it's going to be really good videos when I can actually find the time to create them and invest a bunch of time into creating them. So that's kind of where I want to go with the vlogging channel. As far as my career is concerned, who knows? If I really get into that side of things, it would be nice to be at some form of media company or doing commercials or anything like that. But that is way off in the future, because right now YouTube is doing incredibly well, and I am more than happy to have this as my full-time job. If you had an unlimited amount of money, what would you buy first? Now, I must admit that was submitted by T Lombard 2000, and I've read that out without really thinking of any form of answer. I love cars. I don't think I'd buy one first. Obviously, a house would be nice. Nothing too spectacular. I wouldn't go completely crazy and get like a house in Hollywood Hills or anything. I'd probably get like a small English cottage and live there. But then cars would come into it. I mean, if we're going modern cars, I'd get a McLaren 675 LT. In fact, no, unlimited money, I'd get a P1, I'd get the Holy Trinity, I'd get a Koenigsegg, I'd get Pagani, I'd get Zondas, Wyras, everything. If I was looking at classic cars as well, I'd get a Ferrari F40, I'd get a Bizzarrini A3C Corsa, I'd get a 250 GTO, I'd get a Morgan 3-wheeler, which I know isn't really fitting in with the rest of the group, but I absolutely love those things. I'd also probably get a Jaguar D-Type, because those things are completely insane. An AC Cobra, there'd be everything. I would buy every car. I would be like Jay Leno on steroids. I would have everything. So, yeah, hopefully that answers your questions. And I apologise that if you don't like cars, that was just a bunch of names and numbers, to be honest with you. Probably not too much went in right there. Beerpaw has asked, if you could live anywhere and still somehow have access to all the tools you need for YouTube, where would you live and why? Now, this is actually something that I've been thinking about recently, because I'm kind of toying with the idea of moving abroad-ish. Hawaii. I love the thought of living in Hawaii. I don't know what it is. I think I do enjoy surfing. I love surfing, so I guess Hawaii is a hot spot for surfing. Everyone knows that Hawaii is good for surfing. But also, I just like the idea of being on like a small island and it just being nice weather. And also, I've heard, I don't know if this is right, anyone who lives in Hawaii who's watching this, the internet is apparently quite good in Hawaii. I mean, I was looking online, and you could get like a gigabyte a second. I don't know if that's legitimate or not, but I saw that, and that kind of made me think, maybe I could move to Hawaii. But other than that, Philippines would be really cool. I guess South France, that would be pretty nice. Australia is really cool. Or Iceland or Sweden, somewhere Nordic. Yeah, just somewhere interesting, somewhere that's like decently different from where I live right now, essentially. This one's a really interesting one. Trek YouTube has asked, will you always continue with Minecraft, or will you ever fully shift to making high quality vlogs and IRL videos. First off, I just want to say thank you for saying that my vlogs are high quality. That's much appreciated. But that's something that I see popping up all the time down in the comment section. People see that I've been doing like the films lately, and they're like, Mumbo's gonna stop doing Minecraft stuff. He's gonna move over to the vlogs. We're losing Mumbo. He's gone. He's now gone from the Minecraft community, and that totally isn't the case. I'm showing no signs of slowing down on Minecraft. I still love making Minecraft videos. I still really enjoy producing content for you guys. And the vlogs and the films are just something that I'm really enjoying doing on the side. Funnily enough, I can enjoy doing more than one type of video at once, and even though it has put a huge amount more work on me, okay, I am now working like ridiculously long hours, I'm having a blast doing it. And one thing that I really truly believe in is doing things that you enjoy. I mean, YouTube does not work for people who don't enjoy it, okay? You can always tell when someone isn't enjoying doing something. And I feel like as long as I enjoy playing Minecraft, I'll continue making Minecraft videos. And as long as I enjoy filming, I'll continue making those. And I won't stop doing either one of them, essentially. So hopefully that answers your question. And hopefully that stops all of the panicking down in the comment section as well. Why is Minecraft the only game you play on your channel? This was asked by Mr. Brown Fox and about 1 billion other people. In fact, probably about 50% of the questions that I got for this Q&A session were asking about why I don't do other videos on other games. And it's simply because no other game really captures me in a way that I want to make videos. So I enjoy playing other games. I really enjoy Grand Theft Auto. I love driving games, and I find other like puzzle games and things like that really quite fun. And any game that challenges my creativity as well, I personally really enjoy. But is there another game that I have actually wanted to make videos on? No, there's nothing really that comes onto par with Minecraft, with like the levels of creativity that you can get to. And when one of those games comes along, I will do videos on it, and I will really enjoy it, and I'll post videos on that, and then that will also go alongside the Minecraft stuff. But for the time being, nothing's really captured me as well as Minecraft has. And the good news is that you guys still really enjoy Minecraft, you enjoy watching Minecraft, so that means I am going to continue creating content from Minecraft because I enjoy it, you guys enjoy it. It's like a win-win situation at this point in time. So if either one of those things changes, and maybe the community shifts a little bit, or I shift a little bit, then I'll start looking into doing other content. But for the time being, Minecraft and filming stuff, that's gonna be me. DJ Hard Logic has asked, how many times do you trip over your words when recording? Now that's a really good question, because I think some people think that I am some magical person that can just spit words out and they just end up in the microphone and it's all fluent and eloquent and lovely. But the simple answer is no, that is not the case. I delete quite a lot of footage because I mess up my words and I just say stupid things and things come out incorrectly. And it's entirely natural. It is completely natural. Everyone goes through it. I get a lot of messages about this saying, hey, I don't know if I'm cut out for YouTube because it takes me like 5 cuts to get a good clip. And I'm like, dude, 5 cuts is awesome. Like there are some times when I'm recording Redstone videos and things like that where I can do like 25 cuts where it just doesn't come out right. And I don't like the way I've said it, or I stumble over my words and I mess everything up. And it gets to the point where I actually have to take a break. I'm like, I need to take a breather. I need to get my words back in order, and I need to sort my brain out. And you guys hear me talking about it in Hermitcraft's episode. Sometimes I say, you know, my brain's not working today. It just happens. It comes and goes. Sometimes you're in a bit of a rhythm. Right now, I'm kind of in a rhythm. I can just talk endlessly and things come out how I want them to. But there are other days where I just become a stumbling, bumbling mess. And that's just all part and parcel of being a YouTube content creator. And I can promise you that about 99% of YouTubers will have this to some level or degree. The other 1% are definitely robots, and I'm incredibly jealous of their ability to speak so well without just hundreds upon hundreds of cuts. Nicholas Shire has asked, why don't you mess with Modpacks? Now this is something that I see popping up all the time down in my comment section. I know that a lot of the Hermits have just recently started another modded series. I think the other series ended just recently. They've started a new mod pack and everyone's like, dude, you should be playing it. It will be really cool. And I mean, I am open to the idea of playing modded, and I have toyed around with it in the past. I've experimented with doing modded Minecraft videos. But to be frankly honest, it just doesn't capture me. I've spoken about this in a recent Minecraft video, which is called Why Do We Play Minecraft? And the reason that I like Minecraft so much is because it is simple. It's like simple creativity. There's not too much going on. You place blocks, you break blocks, Most of those blocks don't have particularly special abilities. I mean, I play with this redstone stuff, and there's 20 components, or about 20 components, if that. And the most advanced thing that they really do is push a block 1 block further across. Like, that's kind of about as crazy as it gets. And that means that you have to be really creative with how you do things. So if you have like a really complex idea, you have to get complex in your brain, and you have to try and solve problems and work out how to get around certain things, because the redstone side of things is so simple. And the issue that I have with Modpacks is that often the actual component itself is like really, really advanced. It does a ton of things, okay? So you can have a block that like is like a full-blown machine, and it moves blocks everywhere, and it can I don't know, I don't really play Modpacks, but you get like 1 block that does everything, okay? And it can mine things, and it can do stuff, and it can move blocks, and it's completely crazy. And it's not complex to build, because you just place down that block and then you power it or something, or you give energy to it, and then it does its thing. That's it. That is all of the creativity. The hard work comes in actually gathering the resources and crafting up that item, which for me isn't the part that I find interesting. If Minecraft was literally a game about gathering resources and crafting them into blocks, I wouldn't find it fun at all. I really, really wouldn't. I like the problem-solving element of Minecraft, and for me, Modpacks kind of don't do that in a way. And I know I'm speaking very generally here, and I know that some of you may disagree, and I would love to hear your responses down in the comment section, because I know that a lot of you play modded and really enjoy modded. But I thought I'd share that with you. That's kind of my thought process on it. So if a mod pack does come along that I find interesting, of course I'll play it. As I've said many times, if I enjoy something, I'll be happy to share it with you. But right now, no mod pack has really captured my interest more than vanilla Minecraft has. Now this is kind of a 2-part question. So part number 1, and they're both by Adseria, I think I've said your name correctly. Question number 1 is, have you ever got any regrets about your choice to start a YouTube channel? At this point in time, no. It has been 100% a positive experience. It's been amazing, it's been completely life-changing, it's put me in touch with some incredible people, and it's given me opportunities that I never expected to have. But in 5 years' time, maybe, potentially, this YouTube thing might have slowed down, and I might be left kind of thinking, what do I do now, almost? So I guess I'll have to come back to that one, because that is a very real possibility. Obviously, I know that YouTube isn't going to be around forever, I know that Minecraft isn't going to be around forever, and I know that me making Minecraft videos on YouTube probably isn't going to be around forever. I'm not going to retire at 70, hang up my microphone and go, you know what, I'm done with this YouTube thing. So at some point, it is going to fade away. And that is when, I guess, the reality of my situation will start to become very apparent. I'll have to get a real job, and obviously I didn't go to university because of doing the YouTube thing, so that could be a bit of a challenge. Who knows, okay, who knows? At the minute, I am just having a blast doing what I'm doing right now, and I don't regret anything in the slightest. But the next question is, what are the best and worst things about being a YouTuber? Oh, that's a really difficult one. The best things about being a YouTuber are obviously, as I said, opportunities, incredible, being put in touch with some incredible people, that's amazing. The fact that I get to play games and make videos for a living it's just insane. That is completely bonkers. And how flexible it is. I can be really flexible. Like the other week, I went down to Cornwall to film that documentary. If I had a proper job, I'd have to take time off, I'd have to inform the boss, and I just wouldn't have been able to do it. But instead, I worked a little bit harder on the way up to it. I kind of worked just crazy long hours during the days, and then I could take those 4 days off to actually work on something that I really, really enjoyed. So the flexibility is absolutely incredible. The negative is that I guess it's very cutthroat. So you post a video that you really like, and you spent a ton of time on, and people can still not like it. So I guess there is a kind of element of you are sharing things to the public, and the public do have the right to turn around and say, no, I think this is rubbish, I think it's terrible, and you shouldn't have made it, which can be a little bit demotivating sometimes. And when people don't enjoy your videos, that is really, really demotivating. In fact, motivation in general is quite tough to deal with when you look at your YouTube stats and things like that, and you go, oh, I'm not getting as many subscribers this month as I was last month, or I'm not getting as many views on each one of my videos as I was recently. What am I doing wrong? And you kind of beat yourself up a little bit. And I get like that as well. Or sometimes you read the comments and you just beat yourself up over silly little things. So that is definitely definitely a negative of YouTube. And also, the length of time that goes into it that people don't see. And I know this sounds a little bit stupid, okay? But I feel like sometimes the viewers don't appreciate the amount of work and effort that goes into YouTube channels, which kind of, it makes me a little bit upset, because you see people saying, oh, you know, you're lazy, you only make Minecraft videos and you only play games, like how hard can it be? And you go, dude, I do this all the time. This is like my life. I spend my entire life doing this YouTube stuff. It takes up a huge quantity of hours and hard work, and it is, once again, a little bit demotivating to hear people just shut it down and say, yeah, you just make Minecraft videos. You don't work that hard. You just play Minecraft and then upload it onto YouTube. It's that simple. So I guess those are the kind of positives and negatives, and I can promise you that the positives far outweigh the negatives. Those negatives are absolutely tiny, but they definitely do exist. Iceland Queen has asked, I want to know, how long had you been doing YouTube before your channel started to get subscribers? I had 2 YouTube channels before I started this one. The first one was called That Sick Gaming. Yeah, I was like 14 at the time, and it took me, I think, about a year to get 120 subscribers. Then I had Aspect Designs, which is my editing channel, and that took another year to get 400 subscribers. And then Mumbo Jumbo took 100 videos to get 1,000 subscribers, and that was 10 months. So that's probably about 2, maybe almost 3 years of YouTubing before I actually got anywhere, before I even got my first 1,000 subscribers. So that just shows you there was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. I mean, that was like working really hard on my YouTube videos, putting all the time and effort in. 3 years it took me, and then from that point forth, things started to work in my favor. I was staying consistent. I was like, this is going really well. I'm going to just keep working really hard on this, and eventually I started gaining more and more subscribers, and people started picking up on the things that I was doing. But as I say, a long time was spent before I got any recognition in the slightest, and that is something that you will hear a lot of YouTubers talking about. Pretty much every single YouTuber had a long period of time where they were doing videos exactly the same as the videos they do now, putting in as much time as they are right now, but they were getting absolutely nothing for it, and nobody was watching them. And you kind of just have to work through that period so that you can enjoy this period right here. And the final question of today's slightly waffly chat that I personally have really enjoyed. It's nice to just chat to you guys and talk about things that you want to know. It is from Termidfril. You have got the most complicated name I've seen in today's question and answer session, but they asked, why don't you use a face cam? I just don't like watching facecam videos. I don't like watching facecam videos, so I don't make them, because I only make videos that I personally would like to watch. I find facecams distracting. I often find them unnecessary. For Redstone tutorials, why do you need to see my face? The important thing is happening with the Redstone, and that is kind of how it will stay. If I was doing horror games, sure, facecam 100%, because that's the entertaining bit. Like, the entertaining bit is the person's reaction to things. The horror game isn't actually that entertaining. But when I'm showing you how to make redstone stuff, you don't want to be seeing what my face is doing, because it's probably just sat there looking confused or concentrating really, really hard. Neither of which is particularly exciting. So hopefully that answers that one as well. So after 2 hours of constant mining, this is all I have to show for it. I mean, that is a really disappointing mining session. We were mining for 2 hours. I used all of the space, so we have used up this entire thing. We now can't use this anymore. Okay, this is done. We did all of the strips. They're all now gone. We did a completely new area. I placed a beacon way off in the distance. I did the strip clearing technique. I went through about 3 different pickaxes. I did all the mending. And yeah, it was about 2.5 hours. And we got this. We didn't even get 1 full stack of diamond ore. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but it was a lot better than that. I mean, there is one thing that did happen, and this is very, very embarrassing, but my item elevator kind of stopped working. It was chucking all of the items out onto the surface here. So I know we lost some redstone from that, so I cleared out all those blocks, fixed up all of that. Also, the sorting system broke, so who knows what happened to the items that traveled off into the distance. But still, I'm a little bit disappointed by that. I'm really sorry that we didn't get tons upon tons of resources from today's mega mining episode. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you found it interesting. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later. Oh, and by the way, normal Hermitcraft episodes will be returning soon. Just moving and things. It's very difficult.